All right, we are up and running. Sorry about that, guys. Crazy computer sometimes. Throwing me curveballs to start the week, but that's all good. Thanks, Mia. Crazy shit. Really? Is it early? Do you guys not have daylight savings time? What's up, Death? Glad you guys are all back. Yay! Yeah, I don't know what was going on. All I did was restart and everything is perfect again. Keeping me on my toes. You guys don't have daylight savings time. Okay, so not until the 25th. That's so weird. Yeah, we had ours last night, so gonna be an hour earlier for you guys, I guess. Which is all right. Okay, my peeps, we are gonna make some shrimp gyoza by hand today. I don't even remember the last time I made these or if I actually ever have. I've seen them being made. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I'll actually be early. Woohoo! And then I'm gonna make a miso soup from scratch. What up, Delicate? The Muffin Man, how's it going? Yeah, exactly. You can die less now until the 25th. So I'm just gonna do a simple miso soup. I picked up some tofu for it, some seaweed. I have a little bit of chard to throw in as well. And obviously some fresh miso. And for our veg, I just picked up some gailan, which is the Asian green. And I'll just probably stir fry that with some chili garlic oil. Really, really simple. Yeah, exactly, Death. Gives you more time to brainstorm, I guess. Hi, butt. Hi. How's it going? All right, so timeline. I'm going to make probably like 60 gyozas today because I know the guys are gonna want leftovers. And that will probably take me about an hour, I would say, start to finish, which is okay. That's the hardest thing of the day. And then the miso soup will probably only take about 15 minutes and the gailan like max 10 to prep it and cook it. I'm doing good, but feeling fresh. Picked up a buttload of groceries this morning from like 3 different stores, but it's good. Hi, Polish. Welcome, sir. So order of prep. We are going to make our gyoza filling in the food processor. That's on the second camera. And then we're going to fold all of our little gyozas together. And once that's done, we can make our soup and prep our gailan. I'm excited for Wednesday. This stew is gonna be unreal. And I think for the baguettes, I'm gonna try a different recipe, but I think I have to start them tomorrow. So like 2 days in advance or 1 day in advance. Because it's gonna proof and get so delicious and sour. Can I do beef Wellington? Probably. I have to somehow source out like the proper big sheets of puff pastry though, compared to the ones that you get in the store. Yeah, exactly, Death. Like everything is stocked up again. It's such a good feeling. Polsh, I know you're feeling. It's the worst. But yeah, message me. I'll message you after the stream about what should be going on with you and we'll go further. Help it not be as bad as it should be. Okay, ingredients. So for our gyozas, obviously the recipe I posted was large, but I would average probably like 6 to 8 gyozas per person at least. So if you want a couple meals out of it, just make a couple more while you're doing it, right? And then you don't have to make the mess all over again. Yeah, veggies are key, dude. Veggies are key. So 36 ounces of raw shrimp, which is 1 kilo. So I measured that out already, and I just have them here. Oh, making a mess. Here in my colander in a bowl, because they were frozen once upon a time. Let me just wipe up this shrimp juice that I just put everywhere. Gross. Sandbagery today, guys. Someone's fudging with me. Chief with the host. Thank you, sir. Thank you. And we are going to do kind of a ginger, scallion, and garlic filling with our shrimp, and also some cabbage. And then the other stuff that goes in the filling is a little bit of sake and mirin. And then obviously some salt to season and a little bit of sesame oil, but not too much, because we don't want to overpower the shrimp, right? We want to keep it really nice and fresh. And then obviously you will need 60 gyoza wrappers. I found these. This was all I could really find, so they're square, but I have a little cutter that I can use to make them round. And then when we go to cook them, we'll need a couple tablespoons of oil and a little bit of water. And then obviously we will need some kind of sauce to dip into them. Typically it's a ponzu, but soy sauce works just as well. Yes, Death. Leftovers for the win. All right, and I did put a little photo on the recipe of how to fold the dumplings for us as well, if you're going to attempt this recipe. I'm a little nervous, to be honest, because I don't want to mess them up and I don't want them to fall apart, but I think you need something like 7 folds for them to be proper gyozas, so we'll see how I do it. Okay, miso soup. So base of it is water, and we're gonna do 8 cups of that, and then a cup of greens, whatever you want. I have some chard left over from last week, so I'm gonna use that in there. And it also says a cup of green onion, which I think is a little bit excessive. So I think I only have like 4 stalks here, which should be more than enough for 4 servings. And then the tofu, just a good old block. You'll want it firm. You don't want the soft one or else it's gonna fall apart. And some miso paste. This good stuff. I think this is like the really cheap version of miso paste because it's not refrigerated. But you can usually find like little canisters in your fridge section in your grocery store, and there's a couple different kinds. So you can get white or a little bit darker, depending on what kind of flavor you want. And then just our nori sheets. Just some roasted seaweed that I'm just gonna cut up into smaller pieces later on. And then you just drop that into your soup. Get a little bit of different fishy flavors. And then our gai lan. So I don't know if you guys have ever worked with this stuff. I would compare it to like something like broccolini or broccoli. Its stems are a little bit thick at the bottom, and then it goes into this really nice leafy green that's kind of like spinach. Maybe a little bit more firm, but it pan fries really, really nice. So I have 2 bags of those, so I can get some leftovers in the fridge as well. Yeah, yum. And I did not have time to write down any fun facts today. Sorry, I was kind of in a rush. Took me like a good 2 hours to grocery shop and get back home because there's no stores where I live. Yeah, nice cross between spinach and kale. Totally. Oh my God, Muffin. You have fashioned body armor out of the phone books, sharpened your toothbrush into a crude knife, and your pruno is aged to perfection. Amazing, Muffin. You're the best. All right, let's do some little gyoza history. Yo, dog, can you shut it? I'm trying to stream over here. Guys, it's not Posh barking. That's not her bark. Just the neighbors, as always. All right, so the Japanese word gyoza was derived from the reading in the Jilu Mandarin and is written using the same Chinese characters. So gyozas are originally Chinese, just so you guys know. The selection of characters that spells gyoza indicates that the word is of non-Japanese origin. Following the Second World War, Japanese soldiers who returned from Manchuria brought home gyoza recipes. The prevalent differences between Japanese-style gyoza and Chinese-style jiaozi, very different spelling for sure, I'll post it in the chat in a sec, are the rich garlic flavor, which is less noticeable in the Chinese version, and that gyoza wrappers appear to be consistently thinner due to the fact that most Japanese restaurants use machine-made wrappers, which is what I'm using today, just I have to cut them into a round instead of a square. In contrast, the rustic cuisine of poor Chinese immigrants shaped Westerners' views that Chinese restaurant pot stickers use thinner handmade wrappers, as jiaozi vary greatly across Western regions within China. These differences are not clear. For example, visitors will easily find thin-skinned pot stickers at restaurants in Shanghai and from street food vendors in Hangzhou region. Gyoza are identical to pot stickers made in Chinese households using store-bought machine-made wrappers. They're usually served with soy-based sauce seasoned with rice vinegar and or chili oil. The most common recipe is a mixture of minced pork or shrimp, cabbage, Asian chives, and sesame oil, and garlic and ginger. It's then wrapped into thinly rolled dough skins. Gyoza share similarities with both pierogies and spring rolls and are cooked in the same fashion as a pierogi, either boiled or fried. Yay! So it's like an Asian pierogi. I can do this, guys. Oh, sounds good, Polish. Have a good row, dude. Work it. So pan-fried gyoza, which you can usually find in restaurants, are sold as a side dish in many ramen and Chinese restaurants. Now we know. So if I scroll up, let's look at the Asian ones called jiaozi, the Chinese ones. Traditionally, they were thought to be invented during the era of the Eastern Han, AD 25 to 220, by someone who was a great practitioner of Chinese medicine. Jiaozi were originally referred to as tender ears because they were used to treat frostbitten ears. Okay. Zhang Zongjing was on his way home during wintertime when he found many common people had frostbitten ears. Because they did not have warm clothes and sufficient food, he treated these poor people by stewing lamb, black pepper, and some warming medicines in a pot, chopped them, and used them to fill small dough wrappers. He boiled these dumplings and gave them with the broth to his patients until the coming of the Chinese New Year. All right, there's our little folklore tale behind gyozas. Muffin. Beyonce has the best gyoza of all time. Love it. What? Butt's going outside to play chalk? I'm so jealous right now. So jealous. Okay, last one before we start all of the fun stuff is miso soup. Hopefully I can divulge a little bit further into just the flavors of it. So miso soup, a traditional Japanese soup consisting of a stock called dashi, into which softened miso paste is mixed. Many ingredients are added depending on regional and seasonal recipes and personal preference. Miso soup is one of the two basic soup types of Japanese cuisine. The other one is suimono, which is a clear soup. The choice of miso paste for the miso soup defines a great deal of its character and flavor. Miso pastes are produced by fermenting soybeans with salt and the fungus Aspergillus oryzae, known in Japanese as kojiken, and sometimes rice, barley, and other ingredients can be categorized into red, white, or a mixed miso. There are many variations within these themes, including regional variations such as Shinshu miso or Sendai miso. I'm not even going to go further into those. We're going to get lost, guys. A miso paste that has been fermented for a longer period of time, such as a red miso, gives the miso soup a stronger, deeper flavor. So it really depends on what kind of flavor you're looking for in your soup. I mean, I've only ever eaten this, and I would say most of them always taste the same. So we'll see if I chose the right miso paste for this. Anbu says, shrimp, ew, don't eat it. Gross. So the most common dashi soup stocks for miso soup are made of dried baby sardines, dried kelp, and thin shavings of dried and smoked tuna, as well as dried shiitakes. So I do have some dried mushrooms here that I can put into the broth while we make it, and it should give it a little bit more of that umami kind of flavor. And the kombu, which is the kelp, can also be used in combination with katsuobushi or the shiitakes. But you could also do a vegetarian stock mix, so don't use the bonito, the tuna flakes, and just do kelp and the mushrooms, so shiitake. It makes sense. I mean, I don't have any of the bonito, but I don't think it's in the miso paste either. So I guess we're making a vegetarian style miso soup then. They are the bugs of the sea. Screams. Oh, I'm gonna post a really quick song for you guys to listen to while we do this that I totally found last week, and it makes my life. Let's see if I can find the link. It's called The Prawn Song. Has anyone eaten bugs? I've had the crickets from Mexico, Death. They were not my favorite, I have to say that. But it was probably just in my head. Spray chalk was a failure. No. Yeah, I've had crickets. That's it, I'm pretty sure. When I was in Thailand and Asia, I never ate like the scorpions or anything really like that. I'm a huge texture person, so like I just couldn't do it. I don't think I could without like insulting the people that are selling it, right? So I'd rather just stay away. Yes, Muffin. Motorbike bugs. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say about miso soup. It's so simple. We don't need to divulge any further than that. Texture is key for sure. Cockroach, scorpion, ants, worms, craziness. See, when I was young, I did a lot of like bug picking and collecting and like built these little terrariums and stuff for them. So I think there's just like something inside me that's like, no, don't eat the bug. It's bad. Except then I'll like what? Go eat a cow or shrimps and not feel bad about it at all. Hey, helicopter. Thanks, man. Thank you. Seriously, it tastes like a potato chip? You're cray. Good on you though, Death. Straight up. Well done, sir. Okay, sun is going down. And the first thing we need to do, guys, is take our shrimp tails off of our shrimp before we can go any further into this. So this should not take me very long. Just bear with me. We be chillin'. We'll chat for a bit. My skin is so fine. It's a bit spotty. Dude, you just can't see all of the imperfections. Believe me, it's there. That is so good, Death. Like, good on you. I'm for sure a scaredy cat. I don't know why. Like, does that make me a bad chef? What? Death? Death got a sub from Butt. Thank you, Butt. I appreciate that so much. You know I do. We're killing it, guys. What are we talking about? We're talking about eating bugs. Tristan. Sorry, dude. I thought the rest of the world had daylight savings time too. So yes, I am a bit early. You know what assuming does. I'm not gonna say it. What happens to the 3:30? Well, it usually has been 2:30 my time. But now we're an hour ahead. And that's where we're at, I guess. Like, what is up with that daylight savings time anyways? Does anyone really care about it? Pretty sure not. Yeah, see? Like, I feel like the whole world should do it or not at all. Because now everyone's fudged up. Yeah, but I would rather play with bugs than eat them. But that's just me. Exactly. Like, we shouldn't do it. It doesn't change a thing except for make it darker in the morning and later at night. Which I'm sure if nothing ever happened with daylight savings time, no one would care. Every year they talk about not doing it, but then nothing comes out of it. What? Oh, you could easily do it, helicopter. Miso does not taste how you think it does. It's the rest of the ingredients in the soup that make it so funky. Like the kelp or the bonito flakes or the dried mushrooms. But miso is just more salty than anything. Daylight daylight savings time has been obsolete for decades. I wish. What? Your sister makes it, but you refuse? Come on, man. All right. All of the shrimps have their tails taken off. Now it's time to go into the food processor. Just washing my hands real quick. You wish Pittsburgh didn't? Yeah, I know. It's crazy stuff. And before we put our shrimps in, I'm gonna blend up just a couple of the vegetables first to get them a little bit more fine. Because we don't wanna over blend our shrimp, right? I like to have some pretty good shrimp bites in my gyoza still rather than it just being all mashed up. So 1.5 cups of cabbage. And this is what helps to make them really nice and moist. We're going in. Yeah, gotta have that crunch too. So bottom of the cabbage taken off. And this one I'm not gonna clean at all because I'm gonna be saving that for something else this week. Probably just gonna take on off that outside leaf because I don't know where it's been. And then we just gotta core it out. It's actually a really nice cabbage. It has like no core in it. Very nice. That's a beauty. And probably just gonna use half of this, to be honest. Maybe break it down into a couple different pieces and then just put it into here. Let the food processor do all the work. I'll just pray that this thing actually turns on. It wants to fight me like every single time. Yo, Rush. What's good, my man? I'm doing well. Just getting our shrimp gyoza filling ready to go. Does shrimp have that poo sack in it? Yes. Exactly. You can get it already cleaned out. So stop being a little baby. Ginger garlic leek. The holy trifecta of any gyoza. You could use green onion as well. I like to use leek though. That's just my thing. And we only use the really nice and white parts. These parts are just really hard and don't have too much flavor in them either. So I'm gonna cut that in half and just give it a little rinse because you can see there is some dirt in there. Loriander, hello, sir. Glad you're in here. All right, so we're just gonna cut this down a little bit smaller as well. And into the processor. Yep, that's true, Tristan. I have to take a ferry. So for me to get to the ferry, it takes about an hour from here. And then the ferry is pretty much 2 hours from the time that we leave the dock to when we can get off. And then from the ferry into Vancouver, like the city itself, is about 45 minutes. So it's a pretty long trip to do in like one day for sure, but it's worth it if you know what you need to do or where you want to go. Smash those garlics. And we're not going to break them down any further. Just going to toss them into the food processor. Just because you donate Loriander doesn't mean you have to pick menus. If you say so, sir. I mean, I really appreciate you letting others pick, for sure. All right, last thing is our ginger. So I know this looks like a lot, but by the time I peel it, it's definitely not going to be as big. It's 10 p.m. in London. Nice, not that late. I'll ruin the Danish dishes. You're like, after that last one, not gonna make any more requests. Hilarious. Love it, Loriander. No pressure or anything, right? Of course, Mia. I still have cornflake tart written down for you, just so you know. I didn't forget that. They seriously loved it, Lori. It was really, really good. They said that's a make again. All right, so let's give this a little blendy blend. I might have to smash it around a bit, depending if it wants to work with me today or not. Go. Yeah. I can't deal with this. This thing, my peeps. Is everything available on the island as it is on the mainland? Yeah, pretty much, Tristan. I mean, I've been able to find everything that I've been needing to cook with, and I cook a lot of different stuff all the time. Like, there's a lot of grocery stores in the bigger cities, but where we live, there's a smaller selection for sure. It's for sure like more of a hick town out here. People aren't making miso soup and shrimp dumplings by hand. Let's just put it that way. We have like one sushi restaurant here. That makes sense, Loriander. Yeah, it wasn't too heavy. I mean, the pork chop was really nice in it, actually. It was super flavorful, and it was nice and tender as well. Trash Panda, hi! Okay, I'm just gonna give this a little mix. Scrape down the sides, because there's some bigger chunks stuck up there. And then we'll do one more little blend, and then I'll pour this into our bowl, and we'll put the shrimp in next. This is one of those times where I'm gonna say I wish you guys had smell-o-vision, because just the smell of garlic, leeks, and ginger is so, so good. They were a bit shocked, Loriander. Hilarious. Crazy Canadians, right? Fooling around with the Danish food. You know me. All right, so here is how fine I made this mixture. And then you know what we're gonna do before we start filling the gyozas, the wrappers, is we need to cook just a little bit of the shrimp filling to see how flavored it is. So we'll check for salt and stuff like that and see if it needs anything before we make them all and kind of regret what we did. I mean, the same kind of goes if you're making meatloaf or meatballs as well. You guys want to try a little bit before you do the whole thing. What are the gun laws like there? Well, you definitely need a license to have one, and then to keep them, you have to get them, so you have to put a lock on the gun, and you have to keep them in a locked gun locker. But other than that, I'm not a huge gun person. Like, I don't know much at all. That's awesome, Panda. We got 2 pandas in here now. I'm gonna call you Trash. 5 hours south. Aw, yeah. I didn't see where you were from. Are you from Texas as well? Yeah, Def, even in our own home, we have to keep it locked twice. All right, shrimp is coming over. Little shrimps. You're from Seattle, yay! More people from Seattle. I think I'm gonna just put all of these in here and see how it goes. Low and slow, my friends. Washing up my hands real quick. I don't know, Death, because it's more for like hunting out here than anything, right? It's not for self-defense like the Americans. 38-hour drive, but fun. Meet you halfway. See how fast it goes? I just want to knock down the ones that are kind of stuck on top there. Get kind of like an even grind on the shrimp, I guess, is what I'll call it. And guess what, guys? So our turkey burgers on Friday, I'm gonna try to get like either a turkey thigh and a breast or some sort of turkey piece and use the new grinder on that day. Should be fun. Let's give this a little mix up. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm happy. So this is what your shrimp should look like. Kind of just like a goopy paste. But blending it to that consistency is what helps hold everything else together. So you have to push it. There's assholes in Canada for sure. It must be true. Okay, this was the first hard part of the day. Just gonna get some rinse action in here. So the shrimps don't end up sticking when we go to do dishes, because that would not be fun. All right. All right, there's our bowl. Getting there. Is the shrimp for the miso soup? No, it's for the gyozas, you crazy. The stove clock. It always looks possessed. I don't know what's wrong with it. I can't help it, guys. It's wild. Okay, sake, mirin, salt, sesame oil. And I just need a teaspoon measurement. All right, so mirin, pretty much just Chinese cooking wine. It has way less alcohol than regular wine, 9.5%, and it's a little bit sweeter. And the recipe says 3 teaspoons of this. I'm trusting you, recipe. Don't let me down. And then also 3 teaspoons of sake. This sake is really sweet as well. So it'll be a nice contrast to the seafood for sure. And lastly, 3 teaspoons of sesame oil. And and 1.5 teaspoons of salt. So I'm not gonna measure that. I'm just gonna go by my eyes. And let's mix this up now. So just mash it all together. What is gyozas? It is an Asian dish. Sorry you missed the starting. I kind of went over what it is. So basically Asian version of a pierogi. And I can already tell that this is smelling right. It's so sticky. Pour vodka in it? No. These aren't drunk gyozas. And plus, I don't even know if that would taste good, Tristan. You and your vodka. Yeah, the sound, hey. I'm sorry, I can't help it. It's very moist. Okay, I think we're almost there. It looks pretty evenly combined now. All right, so good old little paste of shrimps, ginger, leek, and garlic. Now, I'm just gonna get a little pan. Food of the future. Nutrient paste. Okay, they've been trying to grow meat though from stem cells. Like that's a thing. Like you can grow meat on its own now and you don't need the cow. Terrifying. Tristan keeping me on track. New follower. Who dis? Geopion. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. Just do a quick little fry in a non-stick pan. And then we can obviously adjust afterwards if needed. And let's get our little double screen going here. This is going. Done and done. You guys can check out this stuff. Seaweed, our miso, our green onions, tofu, and our wontons. So I have to put this into rounds before I can even start to make the little dumplings. So while the pan is heating up, I'm going to work with this stuff. I think in these packages, there's about 100 wrappers or more. So it looks like this when you take it out and then, come on, camera. You can see kind of all the different layers of the wrapper. It's true, but it could be the good alternative. Obviously, it won't emit as many greenhouse gases as the piggies and the cows and chickens do. I mean, as long as it's safe, though, like, I don't know. I really don't know how I feel about that topic yet. So what is pierogi? It is like dumpling, yes. Yes, sir, helicopter. So true, Death. Most chocolate has lead in it. What? I believe it. Yeah, the more you know, Chief. Kind of terrifying, but I just wish we could know more. Here's our little shrimp patty. Shrimps. I will do that, Tristan. I will try that for sure. Get my camera game going. Gotta stay on point. Okay, so this is where we're at. Oh yeah, do you still work on your YouTube video? Use all of the muscles to cut through the wonton wrappers. And then we get rounds. And what we do with this, I'm not sure. We'll chalk that one up as a loss. Sad to say, but I typically don't like to throw out food like that. Oh, totally, Death. I love watching food documentaries. Like, you think you know what goes on, but you have no clue. You're at 350 subs, Tristan? That's so good, dude. I think I might have like 6 on my YouTube channel. Moogie, welcome. Muffin. Thank you. I love having you in here. Alright, let's check this guy. Should be done. Our little shrimpster. I'm just gonna let it cool down before I eat it because I hate burning my mouth. I guess I could count these out as I go. Okay, so I don't cut too many. Then I won't waste as much. Death, you do YouTube too? Okay, what is this stack? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is 8. Ten, 11, 15. Okay, I'm clicking on it. Gonna keep it up on my browser and I'll check it out afterwards for sure. $16, $17, $18, $19, $20. Okay, we're at 25. Look how flowery these things are. All right, the test of them all. That's so good. I think it's perfectly seasoned. Like, it's a little bit sweet, a little bit salty. The ginger, garlic, and leek, like, none of those three things is overpowering the other one. And then obviously the cabbage is just there for a little bit of crunch. Do I know a lot about dog training? I mean, the basics, Moogie. In my childhood, I think we had 4 or 5 dogs along the way growing up, so I've seen my parents do it, and I helped a little bit to train the dog that we have now when I was younger. Like, I was only 16 at that time, but I still helped. Like, she listens to me really well still. Tristan, I'm gonna go check out yours too. Okay, they're open on my browser, guys. I won't forget. Right? I'm pretty sure it's just Home Alone now. And so it's just barking. Or it hears me talking because the window's open, because it's actually nice out today. I think it's... Guys, it's 21 degrees outside right now. Why am I not doing a grill stream today? Death trains dogs. I would love to train dogs. I love doggos. Okay, I'm just finishing up cutting out our little wrappers, and then we're gonna get going. Helicopter wants to do some drifting. $37. We're over halfway. $44 degrees Celsius. Yes, Mia. This is like the nicest day so far, but apparently it's supposed to go to shit tomorrow and start raining again. Just a teaser day of what's to come. Tristan, you think you have an ugly face? Why would you even say that? All right, guys. Stacks on stacks on stacks. This is how much is left from the package. So I think I was pretty on par with saying that it would have about 100 in it, considering I'm making 60. But I will leave that out just in case I did not count enough or if we have any extra filling. Staying prepared. And next thing I have to do is just grab a little bowl of water and then kind of clear my area, I guess. I don't think I want to do them on this cutting board here because I don't want to get it all shrimpy. You know what I'm saying? The book is going away, but it's still here in case I have to write anything down for you guys. You trained a wolf Malamute? That's so cool, Death. Wow, that's amazing, dude. All right, the bowl of water. So the recipe said use about a tablespoon of filling in each one, and you don't want to overfill it. Makes sense. And obviously my wrappers are quite small now. Maybe I should keep them like in a Ziploc or something so they don't dry out. Maybe. Okay, I'll take out like a couple at a time. And then I guess I need a sheet pan to put our little dumplings onto, hey? All of the dumplings. Let's clear our area. All right, we're good. Ready to roll. Onion squad. Onionies, glad you're here, dude. What is up? Okay, so probably this amount. Somehow get it onto here without making a mess. Success. The first few are gonna be so slow. Like I said, I have no idea how to fold them. Okay, I got one. Both edges are crimped. And now you have to do these like weird little fold things, right? I really don't know if I will be able to. The first few are going to be ugly. And we also don't want to get too much air in them. Okay, obviously need to practice a little bit. But it's still a gyoza. Just make sure it's sealed. That's the first and foremost thing. I'm gonna revert back to the recipe that I posted. Okay, so they pinch the one side and then they fold it over kind of with their thumb and fingers. Carry on. And we're just using the water here to help close this up. So, fold it over, push it down. Fold it, crimp it. Fold it, crimp it. And legit gyozas need to have 7 of these. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 5. Look, it's getting better. We're getting there, guys. Okay, once I get a roll on these, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to fly through them. I'm pumped. Yeah, maybe a little bit more filling. I just don't want to tear them open. Four, 5, 6 on that one. Holy professional. Look at it. I'm doing it. They're so pretty. Pincer fingers. You know it, dude. Okay, what are you guys missing back here? Oh, the garbage truck? Yeah. Definitely the garbage truck just went by. Blue, my boy! It's Blue! What's going on, dude? Onionies, you made the sexiest lemony, chickeny, sweet mix-em-up thingy. What is that even? Lemon chicken? With what? Okay, let's see if I can do the finger thing first with the water and then fill it. Maybe it's easier that way. I'm gonna try a couple different techniques before I really get going. There's always more than one way to do something, right? Oh, too much filling there. I got too excited. It's okay if you have to squeeze a little bit of it out. Just make sure that all of the edges are actually closed. Don't want none of these like popping open, right? Okay, we're going. We're killing it now. Helicopter, you want to try pelmeni and cheburik? What's that? Enlighten me. I guess I should actually do them down here so you guys can watch me fold them. It's not just like magic. Okay, I think that one is proper. Do I have 1, 2, 3, 4? Yep, 7 folds. Here we go, guys. Lemon chicken with chicken. Look at Discord, Kate. With my shrimp hands. My pinky's okay though, I'm looking. Yum, that looks so good, dude. Such a good little healthy meal. You made a sticky sauce. I like it. With pineapple juice, that sounds so good. Okay, what do I have here? I already have 6. So I only need 10 times this amount. Doing good. I know, this crazy neighborhood, hey? Like, live out of the city and it's still just as noisy. I don't get it. Now you guys can see all of the things. Russian dumplings, I like it. Yo, Facebook is garbage. Like, I don't even use it now except to wish people happy birthday because that's the only place that reminds me. Other than that, though, it's lame. But even Instagram is getting pretty brutal with their new algorithm. I want to make sure this is all closed properly. Let's go just a little higher. Sounds good, but you get your nap in. I mean, this is pretty chillin' anyways. Be doing this for the next hour probably. Dream about scrimps. This one though. Hello. Like those folds, I'm getting there. Chocho makes these all the time. Oh my God, I hope he's not watching. I used to eat these all the time when I was in Vancouver. It's like such a good staple meal. Go to the Asian market, pick up a couple bags of gyoza. It only takes like what, 10 minutes at home to pan fry them from frozen. Soy sauce and chili oil, good to go. Okay, this one, they're getting better because I'm getting like that really nice rounded shape in the front, right? And then just the folds. Killing it. Professional. Onionies is saying Kate smash when he smashes his garlic now. Love it. No finger giveaways at home. Only from me. See? Now it makes cooking at home more fun for you guys. Helicopter, you can boil or fry these. I like to pan fry though. Get that really nice crust on the bottom, and then you just steam them with a little bit of water to cook it the rest of the way. So I guess a little bit of both. What is this dog doing? Barfing up her food. Don't mind Kush in the background, just barfing up her food and then eating it again. That's what we do over here. I know, sexy folds. Have I ever used a Showtime rotisserie? Is that like one that goes on the barbecue, Death? Yeah, but it's not the same if you say onionies smash. It's all about the Kate smash. I didn't realize that I cut off my little dumplings here. I want you guys to see me start lining them up. Tristan, you little sneaker. Just wait till I show Betty Boop your YouTube videos. Then what? Okay, good thing my pinky is like the one clean thing that I can click on. What is that? That looks unreal, Death. I would love to have one of those. Have you used that? You have it? What? Here's the comparison. The top one is the first one. And the bottom one is the one I just did. Just a little bit of an improvement there. She'll run for the hills. I doubt it. You've had it for years, Death? Was it expensive? Carry on. Donation to shut the dog up. I'll take any. Your pants are off the charts. Yeah, those are cool ones today. I don't know if I've seen those ones. She's terrified now. She didn't take it as a compliment, which she should have.
Okay, thanks. Jeez.
Yeah, just say thanks.
Thanks.
Her legging game is on point. Ah, this one's being bad. So one thing to mention when making gyozas, one must also have patience. And not be in a rush. Especially if you're gonna make like 60. But it's just smarter to make a bunch at one time than to do it like every couple of days. That's super cool, Death. I mean, that's great to use in the winter time for sure, when you can't grill or do stuff like that. I can see it being worth the investment. Where is Rando? I don't know. Did you check the viewers list? Oh.
And they're moving in 2 weeks.
Betty says it's their Saturday today and they're moving in 2 weeks, so they're probably doing not so fun stuff. Because Rando's girlfriend works shift work. One line. Done. Let's do this. Helicopter's got back pain. Do some stretches, bud. Lay on your back and hug your knees. Save yourself. Oh man, rotisserie chicken for sure, one of my favorite go-tos. It's all about the skin. Chicken skin is where it's at. Okay, put a little bit of extra filling in this one. Squeeze it out. Betty with oranges.
Tristan, it's snack time.
Yeah, don't you know? It's 4 o'clock, snack time. Rando is a mysterious figure who often appears in the stream imparting words of wisdom and candy.
Has a landlocked boat in West End.
Yeah. He is him, and that is that. Great words, Muffin. Very accurate. Honestly, though. He is quite the mysterious person. Is that a professional chiropractic service? What are you talking about, Blue? What's going on with this wrapper here? It's not cooperating. I think my hands might be a little too dirty, actually. This is where we're at, guys. It's sticky. Like, look at this. My thumb doesn't even exist anymore. Rolling about the floor, hugging yourself? Yeah. Professional chiropractic advice from Kate whilst cooking. Man, that orange smells amazing.
You need some?
I can't right now. You guys ever have Cara oranges? Because if you have access to those, 100% buy them. Yeah, Rando and his ship. Muffin, you're hilarious. I love it. Okay, I think I'm just going to do a quick wash of my hands. It's getting a little too sticky because I'm pretty sure there's rice flour in between the dumpling wrappers. So if you've ever cooked sticky rice, you know how glutinous it gets. I didn't actually wash them. It's okay. I'm not hungry.
You want some or not? No.
I'm good. I'm good. Blue. Yeah, she could walk in on a lot worse. Sammy, look at him. I'm killing it. Gyoza game on point. Waiting on the mustache. Muffin, I love the commentary right now. We need Sammy's help. No. I'm good. I think at least. What, am I fudging it up, guys? Gotta get those 7 folds every time. I put too much filling in, I can tell already. Convince Betty to help. Never. Okay, how many do I have? 2, 4, 6, 8, 14, 16. I'm at 19 already. That's good. They're gonna taste so delicious. No, no. I'm making 60 so you guys can have lunch tomorrow. You can't eat that many. 19. You can make those yourself then. Guys, Sammy is a gyoza monster though. I know this. For sure. I guess I am too though. Like that's something we always order if we go out to eat ramen or sushi. I don't know if the beard will make a comeback though, guys. Tristan. Sam's like, I can't respond, but I will laugh. Doesn't want to get in trouble. Ah, it's too sticky. See, helicopter? Stop saying you don't have nothing. Get your beard out there. Let people appreciate that stuff. Delicate's mind is blown. Defective muffin incoming. Oh, detective. Does Francis have a beard? No. I don't think he ever has.
Of course he has.
Like a big one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Francis had a big beard, guys.
Not as big as Sam's.
Not as big as Sammy's. Oh yeah, shave it off for scuba diving. That makes sense. Okay guys, anyone here ever gone scuba diving? Let's learn some fun facts. Grow the beard instead. I don't think so. I couldn't do it, Tristan. I tried to take the course when I was in Thailand, but I just couldn't do it. One day in the pool with all the equipment on, I was like, I can't. Because I knew I was just going to freak out when we went to the bottom. Muffin is a land mammal. That's right, Muffin. You would fall apart if you went into the water. Muffins aren't supposed to go there. Man, I should just take my dumpling wrappers and my bowl and my tray and just go sit outside and make dumplings. The water was scary. I could see that. Ocean is crazy. Like, it blows my mind every time I'm by it or in it. Just like, this could really kill you if something bad happened. And then I'm like, oh wait, I'm a Pisces, so I'm safe, I think. Oh, what's going on here? Doesn't want to shtick. An outdoor stream would be cool. Yeah, it would. Bear versus shark. Who would win? Oh, exactly, Death. I cannot wait to do more grilling streams for sure. Yeah, it was 21 earlier.
Yeah.
It's a beauty. Yeah. 30 Celsius, Tristan. Beautiful. I mean, does Arizona ever really cool off, though? Uh-oh. This one's a little torn. I guess we'll see how it goes. Doesn't really ever cool off. Just in the desert, living the life. Covered in meat, honey, and whatever mooses eat. Man, you think the shark wouldn't like the meat smell? That's so nice, Tristan. I love sunshine. Okay, I think we're almost halfway now. I feel like we're getting close. $28. I was right. I'm at 26, Moogie. And I'm going up to 60. Need double this. Holy, I think this one is the best one yet. Look at those folds. We're gonna be here all day. What is it taking me? Not that long so far. I told you it was gonna take me like an hour to make all these. Right, Muffin? It's so true. But then who do you think makes all this stuff? I'd rather have it handmade and know what's in it than have it bought and cheap. But that's just me. But also because I just like experimenting and learning new techniques that I'm not good at. Sounds good, Moogie. Thank you, and have a great day. Personal chef is the dream, pretty much. Pretty much, dude. Oh, guys, so the catering gig that I told you about, they weren't willing to like invest anything for me to get started, so I pretty much just told them no. Like, they were gonna charge 20% commission on top of what I was charging just to book the people for me. I was like, you realize that's gonna make the end price so high that no one's actually gonna want the chef service. But I told them if they like found a commissary kitchen or anything like that, then let me know. But other than that, like, they're asking too much. I don't have a catering company set up. And that's exactly what they're looking for. So on to the next one. Exactly, yeah. If you get a cut, you have to invest somewhere. Like, they wanted me to do all the work, like do all the ordering guides, everything. I was like, but you're not even paying me to do this stuff. I just felt like they were going to take advantage of me. And it was not going to be good, so they need to do more homework for sure if they're going to come up with ideas like that. How did it go, Loriander? I'm not doing it. I mean, I wish I was. The idea is really great, but like, I would need to buy pots and pans and like coolers and stuff to hold food in that I don't have at all. Especially not for like 20 people at a time. And they just don't understand about those costs that are behind the scenes, right? But obviously as a chef, I've done a little bit of this stuff before. You would have a pet badger muffin? That would be a very interesting pet to have, I'm sure. I'm still waiting to run into a bear out here. And then the one thing that I am pretty scared of to run into is the cougars. Because you never know when they're watching you. Loriander, I don't like shrimp, do chicken. I can do another gyoza day for sure. Or I'll do something different, a different sort of dumpling, like a shumai or something like that. For sure, my dude. You're the second person that came in here said they don't like shrimp. And everyone else is like, yeah, shrimps. Jim. You made it, dude. How are you? On your knees. Yeah, he's not afraid. He's like, where's those cougars? Talk about awkward. Loriander, I feel like that's a good thing to have though. Fresh hand-picked shrimps, you were fed too many of them. That's a shame. I wish I had that problem.
Yeah.
The struggle, right? Okay, I'm just gonna condense my little dumplings real quick so I can make room on the tray for the next ones. And the good thing is they're not sticking to the tray at all. We're getting there. Definitely a shame, Loriander. But that's what happens when things are plentiful like that, right? Is you take advantage of it and then you end up not liking it as much because you ate it too much. What size bear do I think I could beat in a fight? Well, I'm like 130 pounds, so hopefully not something too much bigger than me. I would beat that bear cub up. Punch it right in the face. Say bam. Kate smash. And how big would it have to be if I ran away? Oh, like, I don't think that big. But you don't run away. You can't. You gotta show it who's boss. But we do always walk around with like bear spray here. We have to. Because some people are dumb on garbage days and then leave their garbage out at night and the bears come and eat it. So now we have to be careful because then the bears always get like a smell, right? And they'll come back and check if it's there again or what. Can I do no oil on the pan? When I make it, Death, or right now? When you fry the gyozas in the pan, you definitely need oil. And then you just steam it with a little bit of water. Yeah, black bear I could probably take. Grizzly, for sure not. Depends on the day, Muffin. Depends on what you ate earlier that day. You would see bears delivering newspapers. Amazing, Death. Loriander. The kitty wants gyozas. Your kitty's so cute too. Love that photo that you posted. Delicate lives in the safest place ever. Well, no wonder he's just like waiting for a fight with an animal. Sammy's been chased by bears a couple of times already when he was mountain biking. Couple of close calls for sure, but he's still alive. Yeah, this is how much filling we have left. I think the recipe was a little off. That's a spoiled kitty, Loriander, but I like it. Fresh shrimp and tuna. She eats better than me. Big ass possums. Delicate, it's the thought that counts. If you think you can do it, You usually can. Just like these gyozas. I was like, I don't know. And here I am. Just killing the gyoza game. Muffin, have you done that before? Are you speaking of experience by throwing the possum around by their tail? Or is that what you just imagine what would happen? New Canadians, love it. No dangerous animals in Denmark either? What the heck? That makes life too easy. Okay, I think this one is perfection. Look at that one. %. You've fence post a couple of possums. That's amazing, dude. Yes, death. Skunks are so bad, hey? It's like all you smell in Ontario is skunk spray. Crazy wild foxes? Parasitic foxes. What does skunk spray smell like? It smells like weed. Like when you smoke marijuana, pretty much. Like that's the most close thing I would say. Pepe Le Pew disagrees. That's right. Would you fight or run? Panda, hi. Glad you're back. Yeah, just throw the cooking utensils so I follow those. Then run the other way. Be like, ooh, shiny things. Distraction technique. I like it. Oh, that's terrible, Death. I've never smelt it that strong that I could taste it, that's for sure. I feel sorry for you, dude. Just put elastic bands on the pincers and you guys are good. Don't stand a chance. Thanks, Panda. I'm almost at where I need to be for the day. Almost at a full tray. Time consuming, but very worth it. It's actually very relaxing, I have to say. How do I avoid the dumplings being too rubbery? Well, first thing, I didn't over process the shrimps. And I guess the second thing is just make sure that you don't overcook them. Because these aren't frozen, right? So they don't have to cook for that long at all. Maybe 5 minutes in the pan, max. Yeah, Death, go to Denmark. You'll be super happy there. No skunks. Winning. Lunchtime, yeah. Yo, dumpling. Stay closed. All right, 4:45. Gonna be done these by 5, and then we can make up our miso soup, get our pans out to cook our dumplings, prep up our gailan, and we're good to go. Kate Raid. Liguria? I don't know what that is, Loriander. I've never had that. It's like the Asian version of pierogies. What is Liguria? I'm gonna look it up for you right now. Definitely not a pasta, but it is a place. Like ravioli. I guess it's pretty similar. Oh, yeah, yeah. So the one that you just fold in half is called a mezzaluna. So like half moon shape. That's a good way to compare it. Mezzaluna. Yeah, Jim, Google with Kate. I don't think I could live without Google. True story. This one doesn't want to stay shut. Have I made ravioli? I have, Loriander. I think maybe the week before you came in here and found me, or a couple weeks before. I made it on stream though. So if you go onto my YouTube, the video will be in there. And it will say in the title when I made it. Made the pasta from scratch, made the filling from scratch, did all of the things. Jim, do you have any cornflake squares left? Or is it gone? Gone like the wind. Get off of there, Scrimp. Yeah, you still have some left? That's good, dude. Well, good job not eating it all then. All right, 2 more that I cut out. I might have to cut out a couple more. I'll see where I'm at. I wanted at least 60. You will though, yeah, of course you will. Get it in ya. Look at my thumb again, like just caked. Caked on. Denmark's a bit boring because nothing crazy happens. Well, it's probably pretty nice to not have to worry much about anything though. That's the way I would look at it. You're free. Yeah, exactly. It's nice when it's calm. You don't gotta worry about nothing. Okay, the count countdown. Maybe I'll put them this way so you can see all the folds. $53. Okay, I'll cut out 7 more and then we'll stop and finish our other stuff first. But if we have time after, I'll finish up the rest of the filling, hopefully. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Jim. It's not calm when you're partying. Hey! You know what, Muffin? I have been there. So that's like what I'm trying to get you guys away from. Is to realize that like all of these foods, they're not bad for you. Like what is bad with this little wrapper, which is made from flour and egg white. Like there's nothing bad there. And then shrimp. Like shrimp has no fat in it. Just the thing is you can't eat all 60 in one sitting. Believe me, I deprived myself for like a solid 8 months to be, or to work towards something called fitness. And then quickly realized afterwards that it's totally not worth it. Everything in moderation, my peeps. Loriander, is the majority male in this stream? Yep. 100%. I think I have like only 4 girls maybe that are regulars. Mia, I think, maybe fell asleep. Carbs are the enemy. No, carbs are what give you energy. If you don't eat enough carbs, then your body's just going to store fat for energy. And if you don't burn it off, then it's never going to get converted and you're just going to store it. Now we know. Yeah, exactly, Jim. Fast food is terrible. Eating at restaurants, not the best, because you don't really know what's going in it. I can tell you that right now, that most people use way more oil and stuff in restaurants than they do at home. The butter is plentiful for sure. Flows like water. Death, it's not a curse word. I mean, we all have those moments when we hanker for something fast food, right? None of us are innocent. But if you eat that every day, then yeah, you'll end up having some things wrong with your health. Do you guys do MyFitnessPal? Is that where you're using to track stuff? Oh my God, In-N-Out. So good. That's like the one thing that I always make sure I have if I go to America. It's just so simple, but so good. They do it well, and they don't have to change it. Taco tree, I've never heard of that one. Yeah, exactly, Muffin. Once you use MFP for like the first 6 months, you just already know the portion sizes of everything, and then you don't have to use it as much. The tray's full. Where are we gonna put it? We gotta squish. Squish them in. Beach Hut Deli. What? I'm a sucker for a good sandwich, for sure. Muffin, you're like Sammy. His body is like opposite of mine. So if he doesn't burn off like his excess energy, then his body just like stores it as fat. It sucks to like have that kind of body type because you're always kind of fighting against yourself, right? It's not fair. All right, what do I have? 2 left here? 2 left. Or is it 3? 3 left. It was stuck. I'm sorry. So guess what we get to eat on Saturday, guys? Sammy's doing up a smoked Texas style brisket. We're having some family over that we haven't seen in a long time. So it's gonna be a big dinner. Won't be able to stream it all, for sure not. But I'll definitely take some good photos for you guys. Us lucky ducks. It's true. I feel blessed. Yeah, just hug it out. Family comes first always. Yeah, grandma's coming over. It's gonna be a good one. Plus, family gatherings always get better when you come to drinking age, right? It's just like an excuse. The last one. Grandma would be like, I don't want to be on camera. I don't know. She would probably do it. She's not super shy. Yes, Muffin. Just cook for yourself, and I promise you'll lose weight, or at least just stay on track more of the time. Yeah, that's exactly what I said, is you have no idea what they're putting in there. All you know is that it tastes good and it's quickly cooked for you. And Doggo agrees, I think. I could be wrong though. All right, the masterpiece tray is complete. Dumplings on deck. Huh? You're starving. You know what that means. Eat more at lunchy. Stuff it in. Okay, just a sec, Muffin. Just taking a quick bathroom break. Okay, I'm here. Dog says I'm wrong. Thank you, Death. What would I recommend as a pasta alternative? Well, there are like those, I guess, lentil pastas out there now, or rice pastas that you can get. Just gonna show you guys how much filling I have left. That'll probably make at least another 20, I would say. But like, pasta isn't super bad for you, Muffin. It's really not. It's the way that you prepare it, right? Like when I was on prep, I used to eat macaroni with tomato sauce and ground beef. And then just like put in whatever green vegetable I wanted. And like, to me, that tasted so good compared to like eating any other plain food like chicken and rice. Like, as long as you don't use too much fat when you're preparing it, pasta's not bad. And then obviously the pasta alternatives, the texture is not going to be the same. So that's the one downside to that too. But if you have access, well, I don't think you have a Costco, but check on like online for health food stores. They have a pretty good selection of different, I guess, vegetable-based pastas compared to wheat-based, if that makes sense. Yeah, so the black bean pasta. I've seen it. I haven't tasted it though. Okay, so here's what you can do then. If you're always going over on your carbs, is just go a little bit less on your fats. Like you can intermingle those to your tastes. Like that's the easiest way to get over that in your head, is just eat a little bit less fat so you can enjoy more carbs. Because most people, someone likes carbs and someone likes fat. You usually like, you don't crave both at the same time. Betty says yes. You get all of the things. But that's what I learned when I was following flexible dieting off of a guide. And it worked really well. So just adjust your numbers that way. Yeah, we want it all, Death. Fats, carbs, sugars, all of the things. All right, miso soup time. Maybe I should just snap a quick photo of these dumplings before I cook them. I was wondering, yeah, where's the mashup? But they've been busy with the crazy weather and stuff. I just saw that you guys have posted stuff on Discord. What the heck is limping doing? Safari cake. That's deadly. Tristan, did you die? Did you die again? All right, miso soup. So we gotta chop up our tofu. And this tofu was made in Vancouver. Sunrise. Now you can just look at the dumplings. I'm sorry. So with this one being medium firm, you'll notice it's a little bit softer than just the firm one, but that's okay. I think it'll be really good in the soup. Tofu, I know, but it's good in miso soup. It's like miso soup and pad thai are the only two things where I like to eat tofu. So we're gonna cut it maybe like 1/2-inch cubes, a little bit smaller so that it doesn't take up the whole spoon when you're eating it with the soup. Carbs are life, muffin. I know, dude. But still, I know. This is only the second time on stream that I've used tofu. I doubt I'll use it for much else than soup and pad thai. Just saying. Apparently it's like has weird hormones and stuff in it too, if I've heard correctly from people talking. Yeah, motorcycle, that's the neighbor. At least it's not at 5:30 in the morning. That's enough. This piece, we don't need this piece. Sorry, tofu, but you're out. Gone. Aliens. Little bit of nori. 10 sheets in here. That I didn't give the tofu to the dog. I don't think she would eat it. And then plus I don't want to clean it up if she spits it out. It'll be like mush everywhere. Yucks. Probably take out 3 sheets. Should be lots. Because we're still putting Swiss chard in here as well. We're just using the nori more for flavor than anything. And we're gonna cut it up into little squares. Now just stack it up. And slice it off. Boom. Might have to eat a little bit. Yep, tastes like seaweed. I should go and find some proper kelp at the beach one day and pick it for us. Okay, now our green onions. This is gonna be more of a garnish than anything, so we're gonna keep it pretty thin. And I'm just gonna slice it on the rounds. That's like the traditional way that they do it. Miso soup is definitely not a fancy thing. good enough. Those are starting to get pretty wrinkly, so I'm gonna stop there. Super Paws. Hey baby, what's up? Oh, you know, just cooking some miso soup. What's up with you? All right, that and that. What else do we need? Water, chard, and our miso paste. So 8 cups of water for our soup. Say it, Muffin. Questions, comments, concerns. And I think I'm just gonna try a little bit of this. So this looks like a medium kind of miso paste. So not too strong, but not super light in flavor either. What do we do with the dogs during the day? Well, our doggo, she used to be like kennel trained. So she would just stay in the kennel all day when we went out, while she was young though. And then we started letting her out of the kennel when we could trust her that she wouldn't kind of get into trouble in the house when we were out. And she just hangs out. She sleeps a lot. But some people do leave their dogs outside during the day. More like huskies and stuff like that. But not when it's really, really cold. For sure not. So yeah, most people just leave their dogs inside. And hopefully they don't destruct the house. Okay, here is our schmoosh.
What would you like to...
Siri, get out of this conversation. You're not in here. Mmm. Literally just tastes like soy sauce, the miso. What if they need to go to the toilet? Well, I would hope that you don't leave your dog for more than 8 hours at a time. But Posh can stay up to 8 hours without doing anything bad. That's a fact. Yeah, his dog's a butt.
A brat.
Yeah, that's true, Muffin. Well, as long as they're house trained, like most dogs can hold themselves for 8 hours. But I don't know, every dog's different, right? Hey Siri. I love you.
I know.
She says she knows. She already knows this, guys. We have a good relationship. Where are the shrimps at? They are in these glorious dumplings that I slaved away on today. And then we also have just a little bit left in the bowl here. They're all mashed up. Siri doesn't even respond to you. That's a sad. All right, let us. I'll leave this half view for you guys, so you can stare at the dumplings while we cook a little bit. So I'm gonna fill this pot up with 8 cups of water, and we're gonna start to build our soup base. This is a 2-cup measure, so I gotta fill it 4 times. No problem, Muffin. I mean, I guess you could test her or him a little bit when you go out a couple days and then see how he does. But some people here, you can buy like pee pads for your dogs. Some people just train their dogs to go on those inside. I don't know how. To me, that's disgusting. Like, you might as well just have a cat then. Death. What, the pee pad thing? Oh, it bugs me too. Yeah, just leave doggo inside. All should be well. Okay, place water in medium saucepan and bring to a low simmer. Add the nori and simmer for 5 to 7 minutes. In the meantime, place miso into a small bowl. So 100 milliliters about. And add a little bit of the hot water to whisk it until it's smooth. And that way your soup won't be lumpy. Yeah, exactly, Death. Like, it's easy to teach them, just people are so lazy and they don't take the time. It's kind of sad. Is there a power cut? No. There should be no power cuts in Utah for sure. That's crazy. Do you get power cuts in New Zealand often? Okay, so a third of a cup is 79 milliliters. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more than that. Okay, muffins, so we get that quite a bit too. I mean, not people crashing into them, but sometimes they fall down when it's really windy out.
Oh no, people crashing into them.
Or people crash into them too, Mom said.
All summer.
But yeah, we've had, since Sam and I have lived here since January, we've had 2 pretty much full day blackouts already. Did not expect it. Here it is. See if I can kind of just like smush this out. Yeah. Perfection. Okay, just add a little bit of hot water, it says. Oh yeah, like minus 30 Celsius. That is cold. All right, here's where we're at, guys. So I just added a little bit of water. Just gonna whisk it up. It smells so good. One of my favorite things with miso is for sure black cod. Miso glazed black cod. Okay, it's smooth, but I still think we need just maybe a little bit more water. See how it goes. Yeah, that looks better. It looks like peanut butter, but definitely is not. Boom, we are ready. All right, so as soon as that pot comes up to a simmer, I'll throw the nori in. And I guess I can get the Swiss chard out right now while we're waiting. Prep that up real quick, as well as the gailan. Hi. You like snacks? Yeah, there's no going back. You fudged up, man. Yeah, like, I lived in Alberta for 23 years, so every winter it was like that. It was not nice. I think I only got stuck in the snow one time, though, with my car. I tried to plow through, like, a couple of bigger drifts on the country roads. Did not work out so well. But you never know if you don't try. I was just trying to get to school. Would I ever do a cooking challenge? I think so, Death. I think you asked me this before, and I just said I don't know how to set it up. Because I know that Cookery does them. Okay, so this chard, I think I'm going to cut into a lot smaller pieces. So I'll cut these leaves into thirds. And I am taking off the hard stem part. Yeah, luckily Muffin, we have like tow trucks on call all the time that can come and bail you out. So I just called the number and then they towed me out. And you pay for that like monthly, just in case anything bad happens. So you end up using it a couple times in your life, I'm sure. Definitely not the best feeling though. Like you can just pray that you have cell service, right? Okay, I'm gonna take this whole vein out of this one because it is pretty hard still. It's a tough leaf. Polish. You crushed it, man. Good. You know what, dude? Just message me now, and I won't forget. Some days after dinner are a little hectic, and I forget some things. Not on purpose, though. Oh, like a dare challenge? For sure. Well, I still have to do like a chopped or black box style challenge, Death, where you guys can go through the cupboards and then pick ingredients for me to cook with. And then I just make whatever we have. I mean, obviously I would take out a couple of proteins ahead of time, but still let you guys choose which one I cook with. And other than that, just raid the fridges and cupboards and see what we come up with. Sure, dude, use Instagram. That sounds good. Yeah, I think that would be a fun stream. give me a lot more of a challenge, I think. I mean, that's what I had to do for my interview for my first ever cooking job. Was I had the initial interview, we talked a bit, and then I went back the next day to do the black box challenge. I don't remember all of the ingredients, but I know I had to cook salmon. And for some reason, I guess they liked what I made, and I got the job. I was for sure so annoying that day though, like I was asking everyone where everything was. Because you only get a set amount of time to do it, right? So I gave Posh some Swiss chard. This is what I get to pick up off the ground. You can't ruin it though. Well, I'm sure you wouldn't ruin it. I have some pretty good ingredients around at all times. Okay, pot's almost simmering. So our chard and our green onions are gonna go in near the end. And then nori's going in right away. Let's open up our gailan. Yes, muffin. Microwave fudge? That sounds good, Def. See, like, there's certain things that you can cook in a microwave that just don't seem as wrong as, like, cooking a steak or something like that, right? Trunnis with the follow. Welcome and thank you. Okay, here is our little gailan. So little florets, kind of like broccoli at the top, and then really big leaves.
Hi.
Oh my gosh, Siri. Enough, Siri. Enough. And that's it. So I'm just gonna trim off the bottom of the stalk a bit and then give these a wash. So I'll get the salad spinner out. Yeah, I've never tried raw meat in the microwave. Have no idea. Like, baked potato in the microwave is my limit. And even then, like, I don't even think I would do that. I would just be like, yep, I waited too long to bake it in the oven, so figure out something else. All right, we got half an hour till it's go time. Yeah, steaming vegetables, I mean, that's okay too. Gailan Posh, you like it? That one's a winner, guys. The gailan works. Swiss chard, not so much. I'll leave a couple stems over here for her. Doggo snacks. She missed it. She missed it. Hey, what are you doing? Are you being nice? She says, yes, please. I love that emote, Death. Doggo chef. All right, we're spinning. Just threw it right over her head. Terrible. I have all the gadgets. Well, this spinner is older than me. Fun fact. So it's not mine, guys. It came with the house. All right, we're almost simmering. It's looking good. I think I'm just gonna transfer some of this stuff off the board so I can keep using it. Old tools are the best for sure. Let's pack our chart into here. I honestly think this is one of the more healthy meals I've made on stream. Like, there's no fat in here, except when I go to stir fry the greens and cook the gyoza. Muffin, no. I think my parents got the spinner for their wedding or something. Yeah, exactly, Death. Yeah, it comes with warranty. And then when you need the warranty, it doesn't actually exist anymore. So I'm just gonna cut off the thicker stalks, and then I'm gonna cut them down a little bit just so that they can cook at the same rate as the leafy parts. All right, nori is gonna go into the pot. We're going in, creating our stock. Got nori hands. Yep. Getting the salt in there. Definitely looks like I have a lot of greens here. Maybe the 2 bags was too much. But I think it's just gonna cook down a lot. All right, that's it for trimming. Put all those back in there for a sec. Clearing the area. I think I'm gonna cut these on the bias actually. So we get something that looks like that. Sexy stalks. I suppose so, dude. Sounds good, Death. Rotisserie chicken. Unreal. Greens everywhere today, guys. Do I want to cut this down further? Maybe a bit. Just gonna rough chop it now. Probably won't need the second bag though. But I'm sure I'll be eating it for lunches during the week since it's so easy to cook up real quick. Pile o' greens. I mean, we do want leftovers though, so maybe I'll just do up a couple more stalks, like half of the bag. right, half of the bag. Packing this up. Use it later on at some point. I mean, you could use this in smoothies too, I guess. Works. No, you don't want that. Posh thought she wanted it. She did not want it. Holy. Can you guys see the color of this stalk? It's like pink or purple. What is going on in here? The heck? Just the dog face right there. That's the pepper. She says, oh, a couple more pieces? I'm in. Okay, let us get our miso into this soup right now. I'm just gonna try and whisk it in. So obviously this is gonna get more creamy looking now. But we don't want any lumps. Then we need to taste our broth to make sure it's not too salty or too bland. That's actually perfect. That recipe is on point. All right, stock's on the bias. Now these pieces, just rough chop. That way it's a little bit easier to eat. You don't have like greens hanging out of your face. Now that's a cutting board. right. Getting closer. All right, now I think I'm just gonna steam the greens quickly in like a pot since I don't have a wok for stir frying, but I also need a spot to cook the dumplings. I guess once I make the miso soup, I can take it off of the stove top. Because this guy, our cast iron brazier, works really, really good for pot stickers. We've done it before. Because you always need something with a lid so you can steam it. So this guy works here. Put our tofus in. Careful it doesn't splash. And I just turned this soup off. It's totally fine to stay warm now. And let's put all this stuff in too. Finish the soup and call it a day. Okay, let's taste our broth again just to make sure. Might need just like a touch more miso. And I have to whisk that in now. No lumps. And now I'll just take that off the burner and it can chill on the side. Cover it up. This setup though, stovetop is packed. Do our little camera switch now. Alright, so we can load up our 2 pans for our pot stickers with just some vegetable oil. You'll want something of high heat resistance. Like so. And you don't need a lot either. Just enough to kind of coat the bottom. And our handy dandy chili garlic oil, and then this is the sauce that we use for dumplings usually. So it's literally just called dumpling sauce. It's really good. It's like a ponzu, I guess. Soy sauce, rice vinegar, water, sugar, rice wine, MSG, and citric acid.
Is it
It's not, we're just chilling. Prepping, getting all the plates set. And the one bad thing is we don't have chopsticks. Oh no. That's sad, guys. No chopsticks. All right, just looking over the gyoza directions here for cooking. I just did a refresh on my Twitch page, so hopefully I didn't miss anything in chat. Okay, probably need tongs for our gailan. We'll use the really big ones. And then probably just spatula for our pot stickers. And I'm gonna do olive oil with our veg. That sounds good to me. All right, while we're waiting, just gonna pack up our miso that's extra, and that's gonna go in the fridge now. You could also keep it in your freezer if you feel like you're not gonna use it that much. It'll stay even longer. Also just packing up our extra shrimp filling while I have time. So I don't want that to sit out much longer. That's a no-go with seafoods. Probably gonna make the rest of the gyoza tomorrow when I have time. But I just wanted to make sure that we had enough for dinner and then enough for leftovers for lunch as well. So this is just what I'm working on over here. Just kind of smashing it into a plastic bag. I mean, you could also freeze this filling as well for another day. And this bowl has to get going into a soak. And then same goes with the rest of our wonton as well. Into the fridge with it. Are you guys alive? I am. Okay, just checking. You're just patiently waiting. I like it. Thanks for just letting me do my little cleanup. I know, cardio is killer, hey? Especially when you first add it back in. Just kills ya. I'll just keep cleaning up then. I'm not gonna start pan frying anything until I hear the garage door opening. Because I don't want the food to die. That's a good question, Muffin. I actually don't know the percentage of the commission because it's different on every single item. And they don't tell you up front, which kind of sucks, but it's worth a try to put it on the page. Polish. Take that 15-minute break. Where is the gear page thing? It's on my channel page. It's at the very, very bottom of it. Guys, look what's left. The chocolate cake. It's gonna be a fight over who gets that tonight, I'm sure. What? That's amazing, Muffin. I'm hoping that your job is gonna give you money for all that, yeah? Oh, garage door. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The Twitch app is not that good, honestly. Browser page is so much better. Okay, we're gonna start heating up our pans. Let's do like a medium-high heat here. And we're gonna get the oil like almost fully hot, and then we're gonna start to drop in our dumplings. It's gonna go pretty fast, I think, now. Oh, you're completely selling your house. Wow, Muffin. It's such a change. I get it, Palsh. Those interwebs can be a pain sometimes. Might as well start this pot too. Just gonna get this covered nicely before it gets too hot to touch. And then keep in mind, when we're cooking gyozas, we're adding water to oil, so it's gonna splash a little bit. So always be careful. That's true, Muffin. That makes sense. So you chose the right time then. Some people never luck out in their property investments. Hello?
Hey.
Alright, let's test it. Nope. Your oil needs to be pretty warm when you put the gyoza in, or else it's gonna stick. Okay, that spiralizer polish is so much better than the one that I was using. And yes, Muffin, that's the same sous vide. Really, really good. Okay, let's try this first pan. There we go. Sizzling. You want to try and get your gyozas in as quick as possible. Just so the first ones don't brown too much before the last ones. And we're going to leave them uncovered until the bottom is golden brown, and then we're going to put our water in and cover it up. I think that's enough for this one pan. So here's the bottom, just not quite yet. Hopefully that'll give me enough time to get these ones in. Go, go, go. One left. Can we squish it? Yeah, we can. Alright. So those are good. Now we're going to pour a little bit of water in, and you want to make sure that your lid is nice and close. Like so. These guys are just not quite, but almost there. Oh, actually we're good. All right. Let's do this. And now the greens. You know what? No one's even contacted me through their muffin. Kind of hilarious, right? Very brave. I'm not scared. Like I said, I live in a pretty like small place, so people around here don't use Facebook that much. We might need just a little bit more water in here to fully steam them. How are these guys? Same with those ones. Because the top should not look dry at all. Give this stuff a little tossy toss. And then I'm going to season it with some salt and pepper. And I turned this pot back up because I did have it turned down. Beautiful. Yeah, Tristan, I'm still on. We always eat around this time. The guys just got home. Do about a teaspoon of salt into here, maybe a touch more. And I may add just a little bit of water into our greens as well to kind of get them steaming in here. But you can see how much they're wilting down already. That pan is going to come off. We're good. go. Drop the piece. Detailed your car. I'm still cooking. Don't forget the lemon pepper. I did talk about it a bit, Polish. I can message you on Instagram about what happened. And that one is good as well, so keep them covered so that they can keep steaming as they cool off a little bit. And these we're just gonna saute until the stalks are a little bit more tender. So similar to like a broccoli stalk, I would say. I do like to eat it with a little crunch though. Oh, Matt. Animal cruelty. You're not vegan? What happened to Meatless Monday? What? Gas stoves is where it's at. But I just love fire. That's the truth. I've always liked playing with fire. Alright, I'm just gonna hit this with a touch of our chili garlic oil, and that's about it. I am disgusted by the use of animal products. That's cool, Omat. Carry on. That's what I would say to someone if they said that in my stream. Cool opinion, bro. Yeah, glass tops are good too. I have nothing against that. They're more precise cooking for sure. But I'm so used to using a gas stove that I don't know if I could go back. Okay, I'm just gonna try out one of these stalks. Nice and green and fresh. Little hint of chili and garlic. Sharpie brows. Yeah, where's Finster today? That too, Pulse. Glass tops are so easy to clean. That's the worst part about a gas stove. Tristan, you can't brag about your 6-burner stove if you don't use it. Omat's just trying to be a troll. Keyword trying. Oh, it's because I have no mod. So you're trying to be a butt. Those though. Those little guys in there. You have a roommate? I didn't know that. Just being a vegan. You're bad. Just a sec, guys. everybody. Tristan has 2 roommates. What? Say what? Alright guys, it's plate up time. How easy was that cooking? What did it take me? Like maybe 10 minutes? See, you can't just sit at your computer and then work out. Like, it doesn't work that way. Muffin. Did you know that plants have feelings? All right, the miso soup coming up first, guys. This is where we're at. Tell Barry the Beard to get on stream and help. I'm good. Okay. Here's our creaminess. It looks proper, right? Studded with tofu and green stuff. Perfectly salty. The greens keep it really nice and fresh though. And obviously it tastes like miso, aka soy. Like there's not much other flavors in there. A little bit of our greens. I mean, we don't need too much of this stuff now because we already have it in the soup. Oh no, some of them stuck together, guys. It's a tragedy. Here's our other little plate. Simple. So this is what the bottom should look like. Nice golden brown color. Yeah, gailan. And then you can kind of dress these with whatever you want. I have a little dumpling sauce here. Literally just called dumpling sauce. Sesame oil. And then the chili garlic. I'm just gonna dress one with that and a little bit of chili gar. Like just a drop or two, because you still want to taste the shrimps, right? This is me going in. This one got torn up because it got stuck to the other one, but we'll carry on. Sesame oil, so nice. Okay, going in. Mm-hmm. It tastes so proper. Ginger, garlic, leek, and shrimps. And it's not overcooked either. Like it's not chewy and rubbery, considering we're using shrimps. It's really nice and light actually. And then this little top part of the gyoza should be just a little bit chewy still, or like kind of crispy. And then here's our little gailan. Just sauteed with some olive oil and then chili garlic oil. Super, super simple food. Like, I feel like this is diet food right now, guys. Barry, they want to see the baby face. Baby face Barry. What? Totally, guys. All right, one last look. Simple food, always the best food. Totally me that day, muffin. All right, guys. I'm going to call it a day. Thank you, everyone, for chilling in here with me, watching me make some dumplings. It was a pretty chill stream. Not a ton of us in here, but thanks, Muffin, for being here the whole day. Tristan, thank you. Death, are you in here still? How's your chickens going? And Paulsh, I will text you after or message you on Insta. And I will see you guys all tomorrow. Same time, same place. For those of you who say I'm an hour ahead today, keep that in mind for until you get daylight savings time. I know that screwed us up a little bit today. Mia, you're still here. All right. Good night, guys. Love you all. See you tomorrow.